say we all like to sleep, but on some nights it can be difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep, even for kids. Red Door Pediatric Therapy's Carly Froseth is breaking down strategies for a good night's sleep right here for us this morning. So good morning to you, Carly.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here. So we like sleep and it's important, especially for children. Why?
Yeah, children who get that regular, amount of sleep throughout the night can help improve attention, behavior, learning, their memory, and just that overall mental and physical health. Along with that, having that bedtime routine that's consistent, making sure that there's repetitive set of activities that can be carried out before bedtime, which is important. That will help create and prepare your child for sleep, including relaxing and winding down time. Just having that predictable routine also gives your child just that sense of security and teaches them how to fall asleep on their own. Children who have that bedtime routine are more likely to go to bed earlier, take less time falling asleep, sleep longer, and then just wake up less throughout the night.
I notice I feel like every time we talk to Red Door Pediatric Therapy, routine seems to be like a reappearing thing for children to just do, whether it's reading daytime or nighttime books and so forth, or eating and sleeping and naps. But that is also one of the big things here with what can families do to help with their child in getting that successful sleep at night. And routine is one of the bigger things, right?
Yeah, bedtime routine, like I said earlier, it's very important for kids. Kids like that structure. They like that routine, keeping it consistent every night, using visuals for kids, especially your younger ones, so that they know what's coming next and what's the next step to follow. These routines can include, just a calm, relaxing time, warm bath, reading a book, even trialing different pajamas, using some deep breaths before bed, or having them pick out a preferred blanket or a stuffed animal to help them. Another thing you can trial, weighted blankets or compression clothing. Weighted blankets are great. Fitted pajamas, compression sheets for the bed are all things that you can trial to help give them that support and comfort throughout their sleep. Things to decrease or avoid before bedtime would be that screen time, rough play, reducing the clutter within their room, eliminating those electronics, and then environments are really another important part of it. So making sure the room either has dimmed lights or maybe a night light if they prefer, trialing a fan or a noise machine, calm music, maybe even having a picture of their family beside their bed to help give them that comfort.
Absolutely. Does eating on time at any particular time of the day have to do with getting a good night's sleep as well?
Yeah, making sure that their stomachs are full before they go to bed, eating on that consistent schedule, maybe having a bedtime snack, just making sure that that's not one of the reasons why they want to wake up is because they're hungry. So definitely getting food before bed is an important thing as well.
That makes perfect sense there, Carly. Now, another thing is sometimes kids, you wake up in the middle of the night and they come crawling into bed with you. And sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, but your goal is for them to stay in their own bed. So what are some tricks and ways that you have for parents to keep kids staying in their own beds?
Yeah, so staying in their own bed, sometimes that's the trickiest part. Trialing a bedtime pass might be something once your child is old enough to understand that concept. A bedtime pass, just taking a piece of paper and cutting out like a little pass, being able to hang it on their door. It's a really good motivator, especially if you let your child color it or make it, pretty, put stickers on it, just so that they can have some fun with it to help increase that engagement with the idea. Using that pass, just walking through, the steps, like, okay, I'm going to put it on your door. You get one time, to come out and use the bathroom or water, or maybe reporting a bad dream that they had, or just even asking for a hug. Just trying to help them see that staying in the room is the ultimate goal. Another thing we can trial is visual clocks.
Visual
So
clocks?
some visual clocks.
Go ahead, sorry.
Some visual clocks come with different colors. Red means that we still need to stay in our room, stay in our bed. It's still time to get some sleep. And then maybe it turns green when it's morning time, and that's the time that we can get up and come out of our room. Another thing that is really important for kids are those social stories. So being able to go through a social story with them with motivating characters, talking about why we need sleep, just trying to motivate them, especially if one of their characters that they like are, you know, they're getting lots of sleep, well, then it's our turn to get lots of sleep, to help with that. And then lastly, reward charts. Kids like that positive reinforcement. So being able to earn stickers or smiley faces on a reward chart for either, staying in their room or sleeping in their own bed or sleeping through the night. So that way, when they fill up that chart, they get something maybe at the end of the week, that's super exciting for them, just to try to give them that positive reinforcement of their, sleeping in their own room.
I think every kid likes to get a prize at not only the end of maybe every night, but by the week they have something to look forward to. So all good tips there, Carly, for having your kids stay in bed and sleeping through the night. Where can we find more information about Red Door Pediatric Therapy?
Yeah, so Red Door Pediatric offers evaluations for parents, struggling with those sleep concerns. They also offer OT-wise additional, concerns. That way, families can schedule an evaluation through that central line at 222-3175.
Perfect. Carly Froseth, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to be taking a short break, but stay with us. North Dakota Today continues right after this.